In the Old Testament, the Israelites lived in an agrarian society. Their livelihood depended on the land's bounty. When God delivered them from Egypt and promised them a land flowing with milk and honey, he established a covenant. This covenant included the offering of firstfruits. The concept of firstfruits is simple, yet it's incredibly profound. It meant offering God the first and best portion of their harvest. This wasn't about giving God leftovers. No, it was about acknowledging his faithfulness. They were giving him the first ripe fruits, the finest grains, the choicest livestock. This act demonstrated gratitude and dependence on God. It was a tangible reminder that everything they had came from him. It was an act of faith, and by offering their first fruits, they were trusting God to provide for the rest of their needs. The significance of firstfruits extends far beyond a simple agricultural practice. It's about our hearts. It's about recognizing God as the provider of all things. When we offer him our first fruits, we are saying, God, you come first in my life. Imagine receiving a gift from someone. Not just any gift, but something they clearly put thought and effort into. Now imagine they gave you the leftover, slightly damaged version. How would that make you feel? God deserves our best, not our leftovers. He's worthy of our honor, our respect, and our first and best. When we give him our first fruits, we are acknowledging his lordship over our lives. We are saying, God, I trust you with my future. The concept of first fruits finds its ultimate fulfillment in Jesus Christ. He is called the first fruits of the resurrection. Just as the first fruits were a promise of the harvest to come, Jesus' resurrection is the promise of eternal life for all who believe in him. His resurrection wasn't just a single event, it was the beginning of something new. He paved the way for us to experience new life, both now and in eternity. As believers, we are also called to be first fruits unto God. This means dedicating our lives to him, offering ourselves as living sacrifices. And this isn't about following rules. It's about a heart transformed by grace. Just like farmers in the Old Testament gave God the first and best of their harvest, we are to give him the first and best of our lives. That means putting him first in everything we do, making our lives a living testament to his goodness and grace. So, how can we practically live out this first fruits lifestyle? Well, it starts with our time. Do we give God our leftovers, the scraps of time at the end of a busy day? Or do we make him a priority? Imagine your day as a jar. You've got big rocks, important things like God, family, health, then pebbles like work and hobbies, and finally sand, all the little distractions. If you fill the jar with sand first, there's just no room left for the important things. But if you put the big rocks in first, the rest will fall into place. Start your day with God. Spend time in prayer and in his word. This sets the tone for your day and reminds you who you are living for. Another way to live a first fruits life is in how we handle our finances. It's easy to think, I'll give to God what's left after I pay my bills. But God calls us to a higher standard. He calls us to give him the first portion of our income, not the leftovers. And this isn't about God needing our money. It's about recognizing him as the source of all our blessings. When we give to him first, we are acknowledging his provision and trusting him to meet our needs. We are all blessed with unique talents and abilities. These are gifts from God, and he wants us to use them for his glory. That means using our gifts to serve others, to make a difference in the world, and to point people to him. When we use our talents for God, we are offering him our first fruits. We are saying, God, I want to use what you've given me to bless others and build your kingdom. Living a first fruits life is not about rules or regulations. It's about a heart posture. It's about recognizing God as the giver of all good things. It's about trusting him with our lives, our time, our resources, and our abilities. And when we do this, we experience the joy of living a life that is truly abundant and fulfilling.